Good morning, scholars. This morning we're going to be setting up our writing binders during our writing time today. So you're going to need a few supplies, and I'm going to show you everything that we're going to do, and then I'll show you some pictures to help you too. So one thing that you're going to need is your writing binder. Mine is red, but yours might be another color, and that's okay. Mine's about this big, but at this point, any binder will do. And you're going to need your label. Now, I just have my sticky note label. You have your label that says writing binder, and you have your name label. So go ahead and put your sticker, your writing binder sticker, onto your binder and put your name label on there. Now, remember, if you don't have a label, you can just use a Sharpie marker and you can write it on there with a Sharpie marker, or take a sticky note like I did for now until you get a Sharpie marker, anything to let you know that this is your writing binder. Okay. And then we're going to need your tabs from your supply list. So in your supply list, you had a list for 5 tabs that go inside a binder, so you'll need those. Okay. And you're going to need some paper, because we're going to just put some paper inside of our binder so that we will always have that there as we are doing some different writing projects. Okay. So those are the supplies that you'll need. And let's think about what we're going to do as we get started. So I'm going to show you, there's a picture of the writing binder sticker, and I'm going to show you some pictures at the end as well of what your tabs will look like. So I'm going to model it for you as I go through, and you can pause the video as needed to do your step. So when you see me do something, then you can pause the video and you can do it in your binder. Now, if for some reason you don't have these supplies, just think to yourself, this is what you need to get, and very quickly, because we're really going to start using them starting really tomorrow, but definitely by Friday for next week to be set up for success. Okay, so here we go. So you've got your binder, and we're going to set up some tabs. So you have here, I'm going to click through each picture and show you in the video too as we go. All right, so this is what your tabs are going to look like after you put them inside of your binder. So what you can do is you can go ahead and take your binder and you can place the tabs right inside the binder now. So I opened up my 3 rings and I'm making sure my holes are all lined up so they're nice and easy to go inside those 3 rings. And then I'm going to put the tabs onto the 3 rings. Mine are in order. Now your tabs might not look just like mine. Yours might look like the ones that are in the picture. Yours might be paper tabs like this. So there's lots of different types of tabs. So whatever your tabs are like, you just adjust what you need to do to label them and to get them in. Okay. So, but the biggest thing is just to have those 5 tabs. Okay. So that's what they're going to look like as they are in there. The first tab is where we're going to be keeping some writing crafts. Crafts are those unique techniques in writing that authors use to make their writing interesting and exciting and sounding like a scholarly language. And so we're going to, on this first tab, just where you see that one in the picture is labeled crafts, I'm just going to label this, my first tab, crafts, CRAFTS, crafts. Now you might want to write yours on their tabs here. Some tabs let you write on the little tab part right there. You could do that as well. Okay. And then our next tab, so I'm going to flip my next tab. Whoop, mine came open. Yikes-a-roo. So I'm just going to close it. There we go. My next tab is going to be writing in progress. So this is where we're going to be keeping our pieces that we're working on, such as your memoir. Now we're done with our memoir and you're submitting those to me, but next week we're going to start a new one, and that's what we'll keep it so you'll always know right where it is. So I'm going to go ahead and write that. Writing in progress. So these are, again, the pieces that we are currently working on. Okay. So you can pause the video and go ahead and label that one. I'm going to turn to my next tab. And my next tab is going to be for word work. So this is where we're going to be doing, working with prefixes and suffixes and roots of words. We'll be working with doing some other word sorts as needed. So, and that word work really helps us with our spelling. So it's going to be a big part of our spelling this year. So word work. All right, so I've got that one labeled. And I'm going to turn to my next tab. And this one says writing text sets. So this is where we're going to keep some of the articles that we're writing to and writing off of. Because remember in fourth grade, we read the articles and we respond to a prompt based off of what we read in the article. And we also include our original thought, right? So we're going to be learning a lot of that, practicing a lot of that this year together. So this is going to be important when your family is able to print out some of the text sets, then you're going to put them in here so you have them for safekeeping. So as you code your texts and things, you'll have them right there to help you with your writing. All right, so writing text sets. So you can go ahead and pause the video and set that tab up. And then the next one is just blank. So this is where we're just keeping some blank paper. You don't need to write anything on that tab. Eventually throughout the year, we may add that last tab, but right now we're not going to do that, but you will be able to keep some paper there. Okay, so now you just need to add some paper. So I have my stack of paper, and I'm going to put some into the craft section. So you can go back to your crafts section, which was our first section, okay, and open up that tab. And, it doesn't have to be an exact number because we can always add more. So I just got a little bit. There's probably 25 maybe pieces in my stack if I had to estimate, right? So I put those in there. So I put paper in the crafts section, and I'm also going to need some paper in my word work section. So go ahead and turn to your word work section and do the same thing. Okay, so again, I probably just got about 25. Putting the paper into the word work section, so behind the word work tab, okay? And then you're going to want to go to the end, that last tab. So I'm going to just go to that blank tab there. And in that last blank tab at the end, that's where we're just going to keep some extra paper in case we need it for anything. So find that blank tab, turn it, back of the binder, go ahead and maybe even grab a little bit more. I'm making this stack a little bit thicker just so I have some extra paper in there that I can always use. And I'm adding that paper there. All right, so I've got my paper in the back, so it's nice and handy dandy. Now my writing binder is set up for success, and hopefully yours is as well. Remember, if you aren't able to do it because you don't have all your supplies today, then just please ask your family to make sure we get those supplies so that we can get our writing binder set up at least by Friday so we are ready for next week. Okay, so now we have our binder set up. What I want you to do is we want to get our memoir pieces in there because you work so hard on your memoir stories and your memory stories, and I love reading them, and I'm loving reading them, and I can't wait to talk to you about them. So I want you to go to Canvas, and you're going to go to the Reading and Writing tab, and you're going to see a button that will say Upload Writing Video. Now, for that video, what I want you to do is to just click that button, go to the assignment, click Submit, click Media, click Video, and remember, then you have a video right on your camera, right on your computer. There's that camera right there. And so you click Record, and I want you to read me your memoir piece because I want to hear it in your voice since it's a story that's so important to you. So read me your memoir piece. That's one step. And then let's think about the next step so that I have it in a file as well, that I can see your handwriting and just see some important parts of your writing. Okay, so the next step that you might need some help with is to have a family member, if you need help with this, have a family member scan your writing piece, save it to a file, and then upload it. So you go to Canvas, and in Canvas, you'll see a button on the Reading Writing page that says Upload File Memoir Story. And then when you click that, there'll be a way that you can give me the file, which means it's not a video, it's just an actual file, okay? And so that's where you can get some help with getting that uploaded, okay? So I'm going to set that for Wednesday to have everybody hopefully have those 2 submissions to me by Wednesday. And just do your best with trying to get that done by Wednesday. Message me if you're having any trouble with that, and we will work it out. Because remember, our motto is no worries, and we will figure it out as we're all learning about Canvas. Okay? All right, so authors, this is going to be super important for our writing, as I said. So go ahead and get those writing binders set up, and then you're going to check the 2 buttons in Canvas. You're going to check upload video of memoir and upload file of memoir, and then I'll have those 2 pieces. All right? Okay. Good luck, and just message me if you need any help, but I know that you can do it. Remember, problem solve and just give it some tries, all right? Remember that growth mindset. You got this.